coming weekend. A happy, beautiful moment right now, and more to come in feeling in the good, feeling good in this moment right now and forward. So, reading and expanding from the book Ask and Is Given, Learning to Manifest Your Desires by Esther and Jerry Hicks. This is the book. Always feels good to show the book to you guys, to all of us. It's a wonderful book, wonderful processes for aligning, feeling good and better. We are now in chapter 22. I was reading some of it last day, so I was just moving on from an example of consciously moving up your emotional guidance scale. So let's start reading because it's a long, it's some pages here to read. So really good, really good, good information. So just sit back and relax and find your feel good place. And then off we go. I'm just logging out here on Facebook. So good. This is good. An example of consciously moving up your emotional guidance scale. So, something has happened in your experience that makes you feel terrible. Nothing sounds good. Nothing feels good. It seems as if you are suffocating, and each thought is equally painful. The best word to describe your nearly constant state of emotion is one of depression. If you could throw yourself into taking some action, you might feel better. If you could put what is bothering you out of your mind altogether and focus upon your work, you could feel better. There are many thoughts that you could entertain that could free you from your depression. However, vibrationally, you do not have access to most of them right now. But if your intention is to find a thought, any thought, that feels better, and you are consciously aware of how that thought feels, you can begin to move up the emotional guidance scale immediately. It is really a process of thinking a thought, any thought, and then consciously evaluating whatever the new thought gives you and any feeling of relief from where you were before that thought. So you think and feel and think and feel with one intention only, to feel even the slightest bit of relief. Let us say that someone has said something that made you angry, or someone did not keep her word. And as you focus upon this angry topic, you notice that you do feel some relief from your depression. In other words, in the midst of this angry thought, you are no longer having any trouble breathing. The feeling of claustrophobia has lifted and you do feel slightly better. Now, here is the crucial step in effectively utilizing your emotional guidance system. Stop and consciously acknowledge that your chosen thought of anger does feel better than the suffocating depression that is replaced. And in the conscious recognition of your improved vibration, your feeling of powerlessness softens, and you are now on your way up your emotional guidance scale, back into full connection with who you really are. Why would anyone want to discourage my better feeling anger? Often, from a very resistant vibration, such as depression or fear, you will have already, instinctively, even unconsciously, discovered the pain relieving thought of anger. But there are so many who have convinced you that your anger is inappropriate. But of course, they are not inside of you, so they cannot feel the improvement that the angry through thought really is. That they often counsel you against your anger, only to leave you back in your former state of depression. But when you consciously know that you have chosen an angry thought and that it has brought you relief, Then you can consciously know that you can move from the angry thought to a less resistant one, such as frustration, and then up the emotional guidance scale. You go right back into your full alignment. Why your slightest improvement is of such great value? Why your slightest improvement is of when you are consciously aware of where you are, and you also know where you would like to be, and you have means of understanding whether or not you are pointed in the direction of where you want to be, then nothing can keep you there. The lack of control of your life experience is mostly because you do not realize in which direction you are headed. Without a conscious realization of your own emotions and what they mean, you often move away from where you really want to be. There are many words there are many words that are used to describe emotions, but there are really only two emotions. One feels good and one feels bad. And every incremental place along the emotional scale only indicates degrees of the allowance of the powerful, pure, positive source energy. The full state of connection, which feels like joy, love, appreciation, freedom, or knowledge, is really speaking to your own feeling of self empowerment. And the full state of disconnection, which feels like despair, grief, fear, or depression, is really speaking to your own feeling of disempowerment. There is tremendous value when you are able there is tremendous value when you are able to deliberately cause even the slightest improvement in the way you feel. For even in the small emotional improvement, you may have regained a measure of control. And even though you may not have fully exercised your control to bring yourself entirely back into full connection with your full power, you no longer feel powerless. And so, your trek back up the emotional scale is now not only possible, but is relatively easy. Only you know if choosing anger is appropriate for you. If a severely depressed person could consciously discover the relief of an angry thought and, more important, could consciously recognize that he has deliberately chosen the angry thought, he would immediately regain a sense of his own power, and his depression will lift. Now, of course, it is important that he does not remain in his place of anger, but from that angry place, he now has access to the relieving thoughts of frustration. There are many who do not yet understand the vibrational content of emotions, or even what an emotion is or its reasons for being, who counsel with great forcefulness against the projection of anger. For most people do not enjoy being in the presence of someone who is angry, and most would selfishly prefer that the angry person return to their former state of powerless depression because their depression is usually turned inward, while their anger is often thrust outward toward whoever is nearby. Someone outside of you does not know if your chosen thought of anger is an improvement for you. Only you know, by the relief that you feel, the appropriateness of any thought. Until you decide that you are going to guide yourself by the way you feel, you can make no steady progress toward your own desires. I'm doing my best to make the best of it. Those who are watching you might feel better if they understood that you have no intention of remaining in your state of anger. If they knew that your greater plan is to move through your anger and then through frustration, through overwhelmment, to optimism, to belief, and onward to your knowing that all is well. They might be more patient with where you are right now. There are many people who just naturally move from the powerless feeling of depression or fear into anger as a sort of self surviving mechanism. But when they are met with so much disapproval, from family members, friends, and counselors with respect to the inappropriateness of their anger. They return to the feeling of powerlessness, only to repeat the cycle again and again, from depression to anger, to depression to anger, to depression to depression to anger. The key to regaining your wonderful feeling of personal empowerment and control is to decide right now, no matter how good or how bad you are feeling, that you are going to do your best to make the best of it. Reach for the best feeling thought that you have access to right now. And as you do that again and again, in a short period, period of time, you will find yourself in a very good feeling place. That is just the way it works. So good. Happy beautiful day, Jen and Scott. And happy beautiful day, Jericho. And to all of you who are here, who are not can see writing or who's I don't know who is here, but happy beautiful day to all of you. So wonderful to read and to allow and to feel that all is well and all is good. There is always an improvement in our feelings. Such a nice, wonderful freedom feeling to feel. If I can get there emotionally, I can get anywhere. Right now, I'm going to find the best feeling thought that I can. I'm going to reach for more relief, more relief, more relief. Remember, rage gives you a feeling of relief from depression, grief, despair, fear, guilt, powerlessness. Revenge gives you a feeling of relief from rage. Anger gives you a feeling of relief from revenge. Blame gives you a feeling of relief from anger. Overwhelmment gives you a feeling of relief from blame. Irritation gives you a feeling of relief from overwhelmment. Pessimism gives you a feeling of relief from irritation. Hopefulness gives you a feeling of relief from pessimism. Optimism gives you a feeling of relief from hopefulness. Positive expectation gives you a feeling of relief from optimism. Joy gives you a feeling of relief from positive expectation. In time and with practice, you will become very adept at understanding what your emotional guidance system is telling you. Once you make a determined decision to continually reach for the relief, reach for the relief that an improved emotion brings, you will find yourself feeling good most of the time and allowing into your experience all the things you desire. Attention to how you are feeling is necessary in order to understand everything that is happening to you, how you feel, and the feeling of relief that you discover as you reach for better feeling thoughts is your only true measurement of what you are attracting into your experience. But what about those who desires not to desire? We would describe the sensation of desire as the delicious awareness of new possibilities. Desire is a fresh, free feeling of anticipating wonderful expansion. The feeling of desire is truly the feeling of life flowing through you. But many people, while they are using the word desire, feel something quite different. Desire for them often feels like yearning, for while they are focused upon something that they want to experience or have, they are equally aware of its absence. And so, while they are using words of desire, they are offering a vibration of lack. They come to think that the feeling of desire is like wanting something that they do not have, but there is no feeling of lack in pure desire. So, if you will keep in mind that whenever you ask, it is always given, then each of your desires will now be pure, non resisted desire. Many people desire things that they are not currently living fully. and in some cases they have desired them for a long period of time. And so they think about the thing that is that they and so they think about the thing they desire, and then they think about not having it. In time, they come to believe that the way they feel as to think about what they want and realize they do not have it, but cannot figure out how to get it, is the way desire feels. But they are not in the state of pure desire. They are in the state of resistant desire. Often their vibration is more about the absence or lack of what they want than it is about what they want. Without even realizing what they are doing, they are holding themselves vibrationally apart from their own desires. So, in time, they come to believe that it's this sluggish, unfulfilled feeling of not getting what they want is really what desire feels like. There have been some who have said to us, Abraham, I've been thought that it's not appropriate for me to have any desires. I've been taught that the state of desire will keep me from being the spiritual being that I'm supposed to be, and that my state of happiness depends upon my ability to release all desires. We reply, but it is not your state of happiness or your state of spirituality. But it's not your state of happiness or your state of spirituality a desire? We are not here to guide you toward or away from any desire. It is our work to help you understand that you are the creator of your own experience, and that your desires will naturally be born from your experience in this environment, in this body. It is our desire to assist you in coming into perfect alignment with Source so that you can then achieve the creation of your desires. We understand why some would suggest that if you would release your desire, you would feel better, because the negative emotion that you're feeling is due to the vibrational difference between your current vibration and the vibration of your desire. But releasing desire is the hard way to go about bringing yourself into alignment, because the entire universe is poised to help you give birth to yet another new desire. So, a much easier way to come into alignment with your source and therefore to feel better is to work on releasing your resistance. That is a really good one. Hmm. So much clarification for myself as well. So this is so good. So good information. Is wow. Take it in. Feel that for a second. So pure desire. And there's always new rockets of desire when there's a contrast, because we always want to feel good. That's a natural desire we all have. We always want to be in the place of feeling good. That's natural for all of us. That's a natural desire. General, I would say it's a natural desire to feel good and better as we're moving toward anything that we feel good about. Something there. It's so beautiful. And to release the resistance to what is, then those impulses and energy comes through for new ideas and new desires, and follow through, and taking action and feeling good as I'm do those things that I do, because it's really about the joyful experience now and feeling and enjoying the journey right here right now, isn't it? It's not so much about, it's a good to have a desire. It's a good to know where I want to be. It's good to know my becoming. It's good to have a thought that feels good to think about when I'm thinking about it, every time I think about it. It's good, it's natural. And as I'm doing that, and as I'm deliberating be doing it every day more and more and more, I can now understand that the vibration of that, what I'm thinking about and feeling about, and then I'm thinking and speaking, and words comes through and energy comes through, and it feels good to speak those words. That those things that feel so much to me and feels so good, and this is my desires, and I'm telling my new story in the way that I want it to be in every aspect in my area, in every area in my life. And I'm telling it, and I'm feeling it, and I'm telling it, and I'm feeling it, and I'm speaking, and I'm thinking about it, feeling it. And then the vibration rises, the vibration be more dominant in that vibration, what I'm speaking and telling and feeling about it. And then those things become a reality in my experience, because there is a law to say that, it's how you feel what you feel, and you speak. It's going to be your reality and how you experience those things in the moment as you speak and feel about it. And as you are more deliberate about it, then it's just confirming your vibration of reality in the vortex of who you really are, and that what you are here for. You're meant to live a joyful life and to live every moment as in the best feeling space as you can, and moving toward better and better feelings, and feeling better and better and better, and better it feels, better it gets. And then it's an ongoing process and progress, and it's a natural one. It's a beautiful one. And the desire is easy now to desire when there is no resistance to what is, because then the desire have no thinking about the absence of it. There's a pure desire. There's a I want to go there. This is something I want. This is something I love. This is follow my bliss. This is something I really, just thinking about it feels so good. I'm just feeling daydreaming about it. This is just that I'm receiving the most beautiful thoughts when I'm thinking about it, desire. And I'm not thinking, and just come to me. This is receiving from my pure love source energy, feeling so good. And then those desires, all the things that I want to be to have, they come right away, like daydreaming. And I know I can feel it right now. I can feel it before I can have it. That's something too. If I can line up with the energy of it before I can have it. And as I'm lining up with more of the energy of what I want, and I'm lining up every day, and I'm feeling and thinking about it. That's, some will call it visualization, as with daydreaming, lining up with the energy of it, and I'm thinking about it every day. You see the dominant vibration. The vibration will be more and more easy to feel it as more as you're doing it deliberately. And when you're deliberate doing it, it always feels good. Deliberate. When you're deliberate, when you're not unconscious, you're consciously aware of your emotion, the way you feel, and you feel good as you are consciously thinking about what you're thinking about. The energy comes through, and it creates more and more and more. And that's the momentum. That's the momentum. And I'm not thinking about it. I'm getting out of the head of the momentum, because I know I'm just feeling so good about what I'm thinking about. So those feelings just improves more and more as I'm more and more thinking about them every single day. And then it gets experienced to me, circumstances, situations, people, things changes, and you get what you ask for more and more. You get more of this experience of what you deliberately have chosen in your way of feeling and thinking about things in every subject in your life. And as you're more deliberately thinking the best of who you really are, feeling first your alignment, and then thinking about whatever you want, feeling your pure low source energy for one, and then deliberately segment intending about the next thing and the next thing, feeling unconditional or feeling your alignment, and then appreciating, sitting down and writing things that you appreciate and feeling appreciation for, feeling your pure love, positive energy of who you really are, and then do those things you like, walking outside, having a meal, whatever, what you doing most daily, easy process every day, like waking up in the morning, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, making a meal, um, watching your favorite TV program, or it can be anything, reading your favorite book, listening to guided meditation with this. It can be anything. And it's so wonderful because it's really to tune into the vibrational realities that the vibrational reality is in the vortex, and you're tuning more into that, then you can see the expansion and the unfolding of your desires and everything that you come forth to for living in this physical body with this energy. Oh, it's so wonderful. And it's so good. And when you are feeling good, the thoughts and image you receive will match your feeling. It's a beautiful, beautiful process of practicing. This is a practice. This is like practicing your energy, practicing your vibration in the way you want it to be. We can control our the way we are feeling. We have our emotional scale here. Like from these 22 processes, there is some emotional guidance scale. We have an emotional guidance system. And we can always feel a little bit better and feeling the relief and release the resistance little by little in every aspect, in every things in our life, more and more. And then as we release the resistance, the allowingness comes forth. And then the inspiration and all these impulses and the ideas and all those things that you ever wanted will come to you. Easy. Wow, it was a beautiful clarification. So beautiful. I just love this. So, so good. So clarifying. So, so clarifying. Uh, so let's read the last part of it. So good. Does your desire feel like the next logical step? Your ability to imagine will help the next logical steps come to you faster. You can work the bugs out of it in your imagination. You do not have to build little things and bigger things. You can do it all in your mind. We are not talking about the next logical action step. We are talking about using your imagination until your big dream feels so familiar that the manifestation is the next logical step. Yeah. Hmm. For example, a mother and her adult daughter were contemplating purchasing a lovely house in a beautiful area and creating a wonderful bed and breakfast facility. The daughter said to her mother, "If only we could find a way to make this happen, it would make me happy for the rest of my life. If this could happen, it would make up for all of those things that I wanted that didn't come to pass." We explained that the vibration of her desire was not yet in the pure place that it needed to be in order to allow this experience to manifest. When your desire feels so big that it feels unreachable, it is not on the verge of manifestation. When your desire feels to you like it is the next logical step, then it is on the verge of manifestation. Hmm. Once you're once you feel in control, you will enjoy it all. You can tell by the way you feel whether your vibration is in the place where you are allowing universal forces to deliver your desire to you now or not. With practice, you will know whether you are on the brink of a manifestation or whether it is still in the becoming stages. But most important, once you are in control of the way you feel, you will enjoy it all. You will enjoy your exposure to the variety and contrast that helps you identify your desire, and you will enjoy the sensation of your own desire, which is being launched from your own valuable perspective and is flowing from you. You will enjoy the sensation of your conscious awareness when you are not a vibrational match to your own desire, and you will enjoy the sensation of deliberately bringing yourself back into vibrational alignment with your desire. You will feel relief as doubts slip away and as the secure feelings of well-being replace them. You will enjoy sensing things that are about to happen. You will enjoy seeing things beginning to fall into place. You will adore witnessing the manifestations of your desires. You will revel in the conscious awareness that you have deliberately molded your desires into being in as real a way as if you had created a statue with the clay in your own hands. You will adore the sensations you feel as you align again and again with the fruits of your own experience. The entire universe exists to produce new life giving desires within you. And when you go with the flow of your own desires, you will feel truly alive and you will truly live. So, so good. Yeah, that's it for today. So much clarification. Wonderful, wonderful. Wow, amazing. That was so much clarification for inner being. Let's say inner being knows this already, but from my conscious to be conscious aware of this is giving such a relief to know that all is well, all is good, and it's natural for us to desire things. It is, and it is the way we feel when we desire that's matter. If I'm feeling bad and I desire for something, it's not the way to go. Resistance never works. We know that the difference. We cannot be in. This is my desire. I want to go there, but I feel this doesn't feel right. No, I don't feel this is something I don't believe in. You see, it's not matching. It's not clashing in. It's not tuning into the same frequency. It's not coming into the same vibration and energy. But when you're having a truly pure law source energy desire, and you feel that next logical step, for example, that you feel your belief and you feel that this is feeling so good, you have no thought about it, no resistance about your pure love desire, then your energy, with you're matching up with that frequency of your desire, and it's coming in like this, incorporate, and then you feel it's whole in your body. It's like a vibration, a beautiful goosebumps, a beautiful energy, and you just like taking action. It feels easy. You don't resist anything, all that. You don't resist it. Let's say, for example, I give an example for myself. I experience, and I experience a lot of that now. Like I just love exercising. It is my desire. I love feeling my body feels so good with just moving my body, moving someplace. I love the feeling of feelings. My muscle gets stronger, and I love the feeling of the sensation of the energy of I get from the vibration. How it feels better and better every time I exercise, and I feel so good moving in the nature, seeing the beautiful nature around me, seeing the beautiful view, feeling the sun on my skin. I love the fresh air. It's something I really love, and just take my time to look at the view. And I love exercising. It's my passion. It's one of those things I always been passionate about. I just love exercising. I love moving my body. I love learning some new skill around any sports. It's fun. It's fun. It's very fun. With skiing, it's a beautiful balance training. At home, I used to do bolster training, balance training, different things. I love to feel that money, my body is in balance. Money too. It feels good to that too. And I love feeling the breathing in and breathing out, just like it's so easy to breathe. My body function is well. I feel, but I feel so good just exercise. I just love that. It's something I just purely love. It's a wonderful thing. Every time I'm thinking about skiing or running or do something like that, it feels good. It feels good to me. It feels good. And I love that I only go when I feel good. Only when I line up, then I take action. Then I do it. If I don't feel for running, or if I don't feel like something is not there, I don't do it. But immediately when I feel inspiration comes, go, then I do. That is like pureness. That's like an impulse. That's like a no, go. Usually I get a receiving like a thought, like just like, no, go, Espen, go outside and run. This is gonna be fun. Look at the weather. Good. I feel immediately so good. This is so wonderful, and I'm just like eager for goal, like excited. That's pure. It's fun. It's like a kid, It's excited for. We will remember when we were a kid. We will just love to experience new things every day. And this should be like every day, every moment. New things, new experience, new things to observe, new things to sense, new things. There is always new things. It is for us to be aware of it from who we really are first, and then look at those things. It is new. It is always new and refreshed. From the inner being is always new. And new desires, new rockets of desire is always on the roll. It's always on motions. It's always in momentum. And it's up to me to be on that. It's up to me to choose and focus in the energy of it, in the vibration of it, in the frequency of it, in the who I really am in it. So good. So love you guys so much. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend, and see you tomorrow. So love you guys so much. Enjoy your day. This is good.